What's going on, bandits? It's Bandman Steve here, and as you can see, we are doing a quick overview and mini guide of Sinestro, the new release champion on Infinite Crisis. So Sinestro is a power-based mobile assassin, basically. He's really good at diving onto a weaker champion or a squishy champion and just blowing them up and either diving back out or continuing to dive in on other champions. So let's get right to it. So his passive is Yellow Impurity. Basically, every time he lands an ability on an enemy, it marks them with that kind of yellow ring you see in the path, the little icon right there. Marks them with that around him, and then your next ability to hit them is enhanced, more or less. So his Q is Saw Blade. It basically is a mid-ranged, low cooldown skill shot. Well, it's not really low cooldown until you max it out, but it's got a decently low cooldown. Just throws a Saw Blade out in front of you and hits and disappears on the first enemy hit, dealing damage. If it has Yellow Impurity on them, then it does damage based on their missing health. His W is Dread Scythe. It basically just swings a Construct Dread Scythe in front of him, dealing damage in an area. And then if anyone has Yellow Impurity on them, it silences them for 1 second up to 1.75 seconds. His E is Cold a Weak. Basically just dashes to an area and damages any nearby enemies within the area that he lands. If they have Yellow Impurity on them, it does bonus power damage. And then his ultimate is Fear Incarnate. Sinestro launches Parallax, the living embodiment of fear, at the enemy. So it hits the first person hit is stunned, and they take 175 to 475 power damage over 1.5 seconds. And then anyone that gets close to the person being stunned will be feared for a very small amount of time, 0.75 seconds, and then they get Yellow Impurity applied to them. So it's more for the the kind of AoE effect of it is more for the Yellow Impurity stack, is what that part is useful for. But if you completely miss for some reason, or you just suck with your skill shots and you just completely miss the enemy, it will land on the ground and then kind of work as like an area of effect damage. Enemies that walk into are dealt damage and then feared, and then have Yellow Impurity applied to them. So for maxing, I like to max out Saw Blade first, simply because it's a good harass tool. It's pretty much your only ability that you're going to be able to harass with, because the other two require you to be close to the enemy to hit them. So it's your main harass tool. It gets a low cooldown when maxed out, and it doesn't take too much will, especially if you have something like Dr. Destiny's Dreamstone to kind of compensate for your will costs. But it also does some good damage once it's maxed out. Second, I like to max out Cold a Weak more for the damage, because with Yellow Impurity, it's going to hit a little harder, whereas Dread Scythe is more utility for that silence. If you're having troubles with whoever you're landing against, say they're a really cast-heavy champion, you might want to max out Dread Scythe first for the silence, but otherwise I'd go for the extra burst on Cold a Weak. And then max out Dread Scythe last, simply because the other two give you more of a more damage output. This is more for the utility and the AoE damage, I would say. Remember, everything I say is in my opinion, so don't take it as like word, true word, or whatever you want to call it. This is all just my opinion. But then obviously your ultimate whenever you can. So you're he doesn't really have a typical combo. That's kind of beauty of him, is he can be played more or less to the situation that you're in. So if you are doing really well, and you can burst someone down, you can dash in with Cold a Weak, hit them up with your Saw Blade, and get that extra missing health damage. Or if you are just kind of trying to poke and harass, kind of pick them down with Saw Blade, dash into Cold a Weak, and then hit them with Dread Scythe, with your ultimate whenever you can. I don't know, he doesn't really have a set combo. Kind of just play it out to the situation that you're in, and what you think would be best. If you need the silence, go ahead and use that. If you need the extra damage on Cold a Weak, use it. If they're low, and they have Yellow Impurity on them, or you can get Yellow Impurity on them, use the Saw Blade for that extra execute damage. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, Cold a Weak will reset if you get a kill. So you can use this to kind of dash around fights or dash out of a fight if you get a kill. His Stolen Power is Psychic Assault. They lose movement speed, and then it reduces their power armor by 8. So it's definitely a good option. For Stolen Powers, I prefer to take Doomsday's Invulnerable Bleeding Flash's speed. I take that on pretty much every squishy champion just because it's an excellent combo for increasing your durability and survivability. And then for amplifiers, they recommend Eclipso's Diamond, Omnister's Lantern, and the Nil Ring modifier. I don't take any of those items, so I wouldn't recommend them. I would probably go with something that would boost either Fatality's Lance, Cosmic Belt, or Starheart, something like that. But I can't remember what they're called. The mods, the runes, basically the stat boosters look good. You know, power damage and power penetration are what you need. With cooldown reduction, that's also really good. But for items, for your main items, you're going to, these are what I think are his main items that will give him the most damage output and that you should always have on him. They are in any specific order. It doesn't have to be built in this exact order. But Cosmic Belt, Fatality's Lance, Starheart, and Book of Eternity. So all these items are more or less just pure power damage items. Fatality Lance will give you the 15% of their health as power damage, and then also increase your damage against them. So it's just going to increase your damage output by a lot. And when you dash in with your Cold Week, put off Fatality Lance, Saw Blade, Dread Scythe, Ultimate, they should definitely be dead. I don't even know if you'll need your Ultimate technically to kill them. Starheart just boosts your power massively. Book of Eternity gives you that penetration that you're going to need late game, because there is going to be a lot of power armor being stacked on a lot of people. And Cosmic Belt gives you a little bit more of that extra penetration as well as making you a little bit more durable and gives a little bit of power. For the last two items are just alternate items. You could also take Neuron's Contract, Dr. Dynasty's Dreamstone for the will regen. Cosmic Staff is another good item just because of the cooldown reduction, the heal reduction, and then the burn damage is also awesome. Eclipso's Diamond would be good if you need the life or the power steal from it, and the damage. I think it may also give cooldown reduction. I can't remember exactly. And Neuron's Contract is just good for the active ability. It keeps you alive, it lets you dodge burst or cool or just skill shots, stuff like that. But yeah, that's more or less Sinestro. Kind of just a quick little look at him, at his abilities and what I like to build on him. So let's go ahead and jump into a game and see how he plays. I do have to warn you though, for some reason the game was freaking out when I recorded this game, and so it's about 5 minutes into the game that it starts. You don't really miss much, but just letting you know right off the bat. So I'll see you in game. What's going on, bandits? This is Bandman Steve here, and as you can see, we're playing the newly released the newly released Sinestro. So sorry to kind of jump right into the gameplay like this, but for some reason the game has just been freaking out for the past couple minutes. I keep getting these random, just massive FPS drops. So hopefully we will be good now. So far it's looking like it's better. But so Sinestro is he's a burst assassin, basically. He's pretty mobile. I wouldn't say he's a highly mobile assassin, but he's got a lot of mobility if you get the kills.
We have captured the gas station.
Yeah, okay.
The enemy has captured the tower.
But so if you get kills, his E resets, which is a short range dash. So he's got a lot of mobility, a lot of power. His early game's a little weak, but once you kind of get past that, he's really good. So I'm gonna kind of explain his abilities as we head towards mid. So his passive is Yellow Impurity. Basically, every time you use an ability on someone, it marks them with a yellow ring around them, and it enhances your next ability. So his Q is Saw Blade. Basically, just throws out skill shots that damages the first enemy it hits. If they have Yellow Impurity on them, it does bonus damage based on their missing health, I think. Yeah, based on 9.1% plus 1% per 50 power damage of their missing health. So it's more of a execute. His W is Dread Scythe. Basically just swings a giant construct scythe in front of him, dealing damage, and then if they have the Yellow Impurity on them, it silences them for 1 to 1.75 seconds. His E is Cold Weak. He just dashes to a location, does damage to anyone around the area he lands at, basically. If you, let's see, I can't remember what he just deals extra power damage to in the area if they have Yellow Impurity on them. Let's head down to Wonder Woman and them, see if we can't stop them. But if you get a kill, it'll reset Cold of the Week. So for maxing, I like to max out his Q first, just because it's a short cooldown, decently ranged skill shot. It's really good for harassing. I don't think it takes up too much will. Yeah, 70, that's not too bad. come down here and try and help out.
An enemy is relentless.
Oh, I forgot to do his ultimate. So that's his ultimate. Let's see what it's called. Fear Incarnate. Basically, he throws out the Manifest of Fear, which is Parallax, and it fears whoever it first hits, or if it misses anyone, it'll just sit on the ground wherever it landed. And if anyone walks into it, it'll damage them and fear them. It does the damage over time. It's a really powerful ultimate. Back off so he can't. Oh crap, see that's his ult. Yep, see he got me pretty good right there. It more or less just kind of suppresses you in place for, I think it's 1.5 seconds, yeah. But yeah, so for build we're going to, I'm kind of building a little weird right now because I'm behind, so I want to be able to survive fights. So I picked up Cosmic Staff for the cooldown reduction. Oh, that was way close. For the cooldown reduction, I like the burn damage on it too, and then also to reduce their healing. We have Neuron's Contract as well, so that way we can survive if we're, you know, need a couple seconds for our cooldowns, or if we're being chased, our teammates are coming. It just gives us overall better survivability. So we're gonna head up to top and take that back real quick. Yeah, I don't think I finished talking about maxing. So for maxing abilities, Q first because it's a short range or a long range, short cooldown ability. Just all around very powerful. Go ahead and just neurons. Oh, we're so screwed. Yep. We're actually at similar levels, so we're not too far behind. It's more just golden items now at this point. We definitely need some more power though at this point, so we're going to go with Cosmic Belt. Your ideal item build is going to be consisting of Cosmic Belt. The 3 items I think are core on him are Cosmic Belt, Fatality's Energy Lance, and the Star Heart. I would definitely also probably pick up at least the second stack of Dr. Destiny's Dreamstone just to kind of keep your mana at a good point. It's a nice way to sustain yourself with mana. Looks like we're going to take mid with no issues at all. They're focusing on bot, so easy orbital cannon, that's always good. But yeah, and then obviously max out your ultimate whatever you can, and then Dread Scythe last. I haven't maxed out Dread Scythe second, so I'm not quite sure if maybe that's even better. I can't imagine it is because I think it does a little bit less damage. But yeah, I just prefer the high damage on the Cold of Week. We'll go ahead and chase him. Ooh, maybe. Nope. We'll let Gasbat chase him. We're gonna head up to the point and take it. Oh no, I'm fighting on the point. What am I doing? What am I doing? Crap. I forgot that wasn't our point. Kind of a dumb moment right there. So that was bad, but I guess we got the money we needed for Star Heart, so that's a bonus. But yeah, so far, I played a couple games with him. First game, I had no idea what I was doing, so it went really bad. But I kind of understood him a little more on his second game. He's kind of tricky, but he's got a lot of options. That's what I like. Is he's kind of an options character. So once you've marked him, you know, you have to decide which ability you want to mark him with, and then which one you want to use. So I think ideally, if you were in a lane like on Gotham Divided, you would probably use Dread Scythe and Q as your harass combo. Oh dear. Frame rate drops. Not sure if you guys can see that, but oh, what's going on? We're down to 11 frames for some reason. Well, Gasbat got the kill right there, so that was good. But yeah, so I mean, his kind of typical combo is going to be Saw Blade into Cold of the Week, or Saw Blade, Dread Scythe, and then Cold a Week.
Ally control point
Or
neutralized.
if they're low and you know you can land your Q and you want that execute damage, you'll probably Cold a Week into Saw Blade. I don't know, he's got a lot of options. He doesn't really have one kind of combo like a lot of characters do. I don't know if his ultimate marks him. I think it does marks him with Yellow Impurity, because if it does, then you'd probably, ideally you'd want to get off a little bit of damage first, then ult, and then throw off the Saw Blade, because then they'll be lower health, so it'll do even more damage. But we're gonna head top, see if we can't help out this situation. That was really bad. Oh no, he got his ult.
Charge online.
Run!
Enemy double kill.
There we go.
Ally control point neutralized.
I don't know why he chased us with that low health.
You have defeated an enemy.
So Blue Beetle's taking bot. We're gonna have to go do something about that.
The enemy has captured the subway.
Almost got our ult maxed out.
Captured Wayne Tower.
No, the Orbital Cannon's online, so we should... I don't think we're gonna make it in time, but we're gonna head there anyway. If Gasbat's got his ultimate, he should definitely use that. Yeah, we're not getting there in time.
The enemy has fired
Oh, Neuron's contract for the win. Oh dear. That was close. Nice. Someone needs to go take that, but I'm gonna head back. But he's a lot of fun to play. I'm not sure. Let me hear and read this again real quick. Whenever such a kills an enemy, Cold a Week's cooldown is reset. I swear I've killed an enemy, and I haven't gotten the reset. I think it may be bugged, but I'm not sure. Maybe I got the assist or something and I just didn't notice. But I guess we'll see. We'll kind of watch that the next fight and see if it, because it has reset a lot before I've gotten a quadra kill with it, but it seems like in this game it hasn't really been. Oh man, yeah, see right there, we got the kill, but it's not reset, so
ally control point
I'm going to guess that's a bug. And there it's reset. Oh my goodness, the lag drop or frame drop. That worked out well though.
ally is relentless.
We're for sure not doing very well with kills and whatnot, but that overall we're doing good, so that's okay. We'll let her get that. Well, never mind, we'll take it. She's heading back, we'll take it. There we go, frames are back up. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Kind of weird. First 2 games I played were perfectly fine, so not entirely sure what's going on, but there we go. And it reset that time. There we go. Not entirely sure what's happening, but there we go. I kind of just stole that. Sorry, dude. Go pick that up. Head over here and help Gasbat out. Don't run from me, Gasbat. There we go. Now we're doing good. Starting to turn it around now. So this is... oh shoot. Oh man. One thing I have noticed that's kind of strange is I don't know if it's lag or... oh shoot. Crap, dude. Oh man, so close. We're probably gonna die. Oh, maybe not. Blue's not chasing. Actually, let's back off a little bit. Arcane Lantern's gonna come up through there. Man, that was so close. I thought we had him. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's lag or if it's just how the skill works, but Dread Scythe has like a slight delay on it, which is kind of awkward, but you know, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pick up the Fatality Lance next. And we're almost fully built. At this point, we're pretty freaking beastly. 460 power. Our Q hits for 395, ult hits for 743. Yeah, we're pretty insane. So this is definitely game over. We definitely kind of pulled ahead towards the end there. That was really good. But as you can see, sorry for kind of jumping into the middle of the fight and whatnot like that. You didn't miss too much. But as you can see, he's definitely a powerful
Allied
burst
control point
assassin.
neutralized.
Lotus Neuron's contract.
We have fired the orbital cannon. An ally is ferocious.
Oh no! Oh no! I think I missed my dread scythe. Dang it.
Enemy defeated.
Well, we're rolling the assists, so you know that's worth something. Oh, they captured one of our points. Or yeah, they captured top, so they delayed it. There we go. I think the midpoint's gonna unlock any second
Ally
though.
defeated.
Oh no, it's got 30 seconds, so we're good.
An ally is
But yeah, he's definitely very powerful, very fun.
ally defeated.
He's got kind of a weaker early game, but once you get to like mid to late game, he's very powerful.
You are victorious.
Especially with the Fatality Lance, because it has 15% of their damage, or 50% of their health is damage, and then also increases your damage against them, so it just increases your burst exponentially. So yeah, again, sorry for the kind of mid-game jump, but I'm not sure what was happening with my game. It was freaking out, being all sorts of wacky. It'll be a shorter video though, so that's kind of a good thing, right? But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and thumb it up to let me know. Share it on with your friends, because that's really how this channel grows, is by your word of mouth. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you know why not do so. It's free, it's fun, and it makes me feel all good inside. I hope you see you in the next one. Stay frosty, bandits.